Hey, y'all, imagine Thizzery on a flight, settled into your first-class seat, sipping that pre-flight orange juice, feeling like you've earned this moment, when a flight attendant leans in, fake smile plastered on, and says, "Ma'am, you're in the wrong seat. You need to move to economy." That's exactly what happened to Angela Carter, a black woman in 2B on a Skypulse flight from Chicago to LA, and let me tell you, that moment wasn't just a mix-up, it was the spark that set the whole airline industry on fire. Angela, she didn't yell, didn't make a scene, just gave the attendant, Karen Mills, this long, steady look, like she was reading her soul, and said, "I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be." Now, Karen, all crisp uniform and clipped tone, wasn't having it. Pulls out her tablet, scrolls like she's solving a murder mystery, and goes, "You're listed as a contractor, ma'am. This seat's for premium passengers." Contractor fears that word, dripping with assumption, like Angela somehow snuck her way into first class. Across the aisle, some guy in a fancy suit, let's call him Mr. Gold cufflink, snickers to his buddy. Bet she's one of those diversity hires, trying to pull a fast one. Not quiet enough, buddy, cause Angela heard every word. She's sitting there, dressed simple black slacks, white blouse, no logos, no flash, but what nobody knew was that Angela wasn't just some passenger. She was the Angela Carter, founder of FarePath Systems, the tech that runs every major airport's ethics protocols, the woman who could shut down a runway with one tap on her phone. Karen doubles down, voice sharp, "Ma'am, if you don't cooperate, I'll have to call security." The cabin's tense now, heads turning, whispers buzzing like status. Everyone's watching Angela, waiting for her to crack. But she doesn't. She just opens her tablet, slow, deliberate, like she's got all the time in the world, and taps one button. One. Single. Tap. And just like that, red alerts start flashing in the cockpit, at O'Hare, LAX, Dallas, even London Gatwick. Skypulse entire network grinds to a halt. Karen's crew phone lights up, buzzing like a hornet's nest, and her face goes ghost white when she sees Chicago Control. Ethics lockdown initiated. She stammers, "What did you do?" Angela, calm as ever, leans back and says, "I didn't do anything. You did." See, Angela wasn't just a passenger, she was the architect of the FarePath protocol, a system she built to catch bias in real time. And Karen's little power trip just triggered a Tier 3 ethics violation. The whole cabin's frozen now, passengers glancing at each other, realizing they're not just delayed theory witnessing something bigger. Mr. Gold cufflinks, suddenly not so smug, mutters, "Wait, the Angela Carter? The one who got Atlanta's airport back online after the ethics scandal." A woman in 3A whispers to her husband, "She's the reason we can fly to Europe without random checks. She wrote the rules." And Karen, poor Karen, she's still clutching her tablet, looking like she just realized she's poked a lion. The intercom crackles, and a voice from Chicago Control booms, "Skypulse Flight 418. Your clearance is suspended pending FarePath verification. Passenger 2B is a protocol authority." The cabin goes dead silent, like the air itself is holding its breath. Angela doesn't move, doesn't gloat, just says, soft but clear, "You thought I didn't belong because you didn't know who I was, but I was watching how you treat people you think don't matter." Karen's mouth opens, then shuts. 'Cause what do you say to that? The guy in 3C, who'd been all "you people" earlier, is now shrinking into his seat, sweating like he's in a sauna. And Angela? She's still cool, collected, like she's just ordered a coffee, not grounded in airline. From there, it's Skipple's CEO, Linda Voss, gets on the crew line, voice shaking, begging to speak to Angela, who just says, "Tell her she's 10 minutes too late." By the time the plane lands at LAX, FarePath has locked Skypulse out of 4 major airports, the FAA's issuing a red alert, and social media's exploding flyfares trending, with passengers posting their own stories of being dismissed, ignored, profiled. Angela's one tap didn't just stop a flight, it started a movement. Within weeks, FarePath is mandatory for every U.S. airline, then 50 countries, then trains, buses, even ferries. Skypulse. Their stock tanks. Linda Voss steps down, and their new CEO's begging Angela for a meeting she'll never take. Picture this. A year later, Angela's at LAX again, middle seat in coach, no fuss, no fanfare. A kid next to her offers her a pretzel, says, "You flying Fairpath certified?" She smiles, nods, and looks out the window as the plane takes off. Her phone pings. Fairpath now live in 100 countries. She turns it off, whispers, "Keep flying fair world." But here's the thing, can a system really fix human bias? Or is it just a bandage on a wound that runs deeper? What do you think? Have you ever been made to feel invisible in a place you paid to belong? Drop a comment, tell me your story, because I'm betting we've all got one, and maybe, just maybe, it's time we stop staying silent about it.